Hello, my name is Cherri Foytlin. I live in Rain, Louisiana. Please excuse me. Brought back a call with me from DC. I was up there last week. I was arrested in front of the White House with over 40 environmental leaders and community leaders from across the country, spiritual leaders as well. I wanted to take this time to thank everyone who was a part of that, and also of the 40,000 plus people who stood in the National Mall in the freezing cold and declared the rights of Mother Earth to live, and also the people to be healthy. But I have to say, I really wish that we had that kind of support here in the Gulf of Mexico where I live, which is mainly supported by the oil industry. We have many people here who are sick, either from refineries or chemical plants. We have a 10-acre and growing sinkhole in Bayou Corn, Louisiana, and we are still dealing with the devastation from the BP oil spill, now 3 years old, nearly. Here next Monday, there's a trial to start, a civil trial, and I know from experience that the DOJ and BP will come to a settlement if they can. I know that BP is saying right now that, they won't be found grossly negligent, but I also know that that's not even possible with all the things that they've done here, including to kill off our wildlife and to make our children sick and to use faulty cleanup methods with no science behind them. And I want you to know that that PR campaign that they've put out on every channel basically that you're watching is a lie. We still have oil coming in all the time, anytime there's a little storm, and we still have dolphins and animals dying, and many of our children and our old people and our people that were sick before are very sick. Our cleanup workers, our first responders who went down there to clean up BP oil, many of them are sick. I want you to go look up the work of Dr. Mike Robichaux and Louisiana Environmental Action Network, and they can give you more information on those people and how you can help. Most importantly, I think it's important, in the name of justice and truth, that BP goes to trial and is held responsible for what they did. And I'm not talking about low on the totem pole workers on the rig who reached out for 8 weeks to try to get help, but were refused that help. The people responsible here are higher up executives like Tony Hayward, who cut 20% of senior engineers and people off the rigs in the Gulf back in 2007, and that had experience, and also 7% of production in the Gulf of Mexico, including safety. We're talking about a corporation that caused 15 workers' death in Texas City and spilled over 200,000 gallons of oil in Prudhoe, Alaska, caused a very similar incident in the Caspian Sea, and that's just been within a little over the last decade. This corporation itself is a serial corporate killer and a serial corporate polluter. And those aren't my words. That was the words of the EPA back in 2010, or 2009, I think. I just want to say that I know that there's so much going on all the time, that the earth is under attack, and that many people, especially minority, indigenous, and low-income people, are dealing with issues all over the world from greedy corporations who put their profit over our lives. But in this case, I'm asking for your help here in the Gulf, because if we hold them accountable here in the largest environmental disaster in American history, in industry history, if we hold them accountable here, then maybe they'll think twice about what they're doing in your area, if we can hold them to task. So I'm asking you to help me by calling the Department of Justice and saying that we shouldn't settle for any cost, because too much has been lost. Too many crabs, dolphins, plankton, our fishermen who still haven't been able to get back to work in many cases, especially in lower Louisiana. Indigenous peoples who are losing their coastline at an accelerated rate since the incident. I want you to say that you value yourself enough that you're going to take action upon this, and that you're asking the DOJ, in the interest of our national security, to do the right thing and hold BP accountable. all the way up the line for what they have done to my people here in the Gulf of Mexico. I also want you to think about moving forward how we can work together in order to protect each other and to stand for each other. If we do this in the name of love for each other, we will not be defeated. We will be strong and we will have victory. Thank you for your time and consideration. God bless the Gulf. God bless the people of Earth. God bless the Mother.